Hi Bethers. I'm going to do a quick video on this Savage rifle I'm giving you. It's a Savage model 1899. It was your grandmother Irene Lewis's rifle. The model started in 1899. I think this one was built in something like 1906 or something like that. So great old rifle. She used to take it deer hunting, shoot deer with the boys, which I thought was kind of cool. So obviously it's a lever action rifle. First thing we want to do is make sure it's not loaded. You can see there's no ammunition in it. It's not loaded. Obviously it's a lever action rifle. I just opened the breech. The breech is open. You put 5 rounds of ammunition in it. It's a rotary magazine. There's a little indicator on this side of the gun how many rounds you have in it. But anyway, you put 5 rounds in it. You kind of have to wiggle them to get them in there, get them pushed down pretty good, and when it pushes down you'll know it and stick the next one in. So 5 rounds like that. Close it back up. And there's a safety. You probably can't even see it, but it's right here. It slides back and forth. Alright, if it's forward, the lever won't open and the trigger won't pull. If it's pulled back, and remember I just cocked the gun, the lever will open and the trigger will pull. Remember, it has nothing in it. Alright, that's how it operates. I'm going to show you how to clean it real quick. Open the breech. Alright, and set it in your gun vise. Set it in there like that. There's a lever back here. Close it up. That tightens it and makes it nice and tight to clean it. Makes it easy to clean. Alright. I'm using a fiberglass cleaning rod. Never put anything in the bore of your rifle. The bore meaning the inside of the barrel. Unless it's fiberglass, because it'll ruin the inside of it. Alright, fiberglass cleaning rod. It's got a little pointed jig on the end of it that unscrews and screws back on. Alright, it's got a little point on it. And I've got these little small 22 caliber size patches. So you get on there like that, poke it through. By the way, this is the cartridge it shoots. It's actually a 22 caliber. It's a very small caliber, but as you can see, it's got a lot of powder behind it. So the modern AR-15s use a bullet very similar to this, and they're not interchangeable, but it's very similar to this. So this was kind of a breakthrough round back in 1899. I guarantee it. Alright, so I've got a patch on the end of that jig. I use Hoppy's number 9. That's the general purpose bore cleaner. That's about all you need. Alright, I poured a little bit in this cup back here. I dipped in there. Kind of dab it on this towel. Start here at the muzzle end. Put your hand kind of close to the muzzle so you don't break the rod in half. Push it in there, push it all the way through till you see the patch. Take the patch off, pull the rod back down. Wipe the rod off. Put another patch on. Dip it back in the Hoppies. Dab it on the towel a little bit. Come here at the muzzle. Put your hand close to it. Push it in till you see it. Pull the rod back out. Wipe it off. Alright, at that point you want to let that Hoppy sit inside that barrel for a little bit. So now I'm going to take this little jig off the end of this. It just unscrews. And put this bore brush on there. screw it back in. Alright, we're going to pretend that's been sitting for a couple of minutes. I'm going to run the bore brush through it 2 or 3 times. Alright, just push it through, push it back up. Or pull it back up. Same way, put your hand close to the muzzle, push it through. When you see it, just pull it back, right back out. Never stop halfway and pull it back out. You run the inside of your bore. Don't do that with a patch or a bore brush or anything. So we'll run it through again here. Wipe it off. Alright. Take the bore brush back off. Put the little jig back on it. Alright. Grab another patch. Put the patch on it. Now this time we're going to dip it in oil. Now, I use just regular synthetic motor oil. Don't go buy expensive gun oil. It's goofy. My dad told me this when I was a kid, and there's all kinds of people across the country that use nothing but motor oil. So, synthetic motor oil. The other stuff's stupid expensive, and this does just as good. Alright, so now I'm gonna dip it in oil and run a few patches through there, and this oil not only oils it, but it stops the corrosiveness of that Hoppy's bore cleaner. Alright, it neutralizes it. So I'm going to run a few patches of oil through it. Dip it in the oil. Have it on the towel. Put your hand close to the muzzle. Get it started. Push it till you see the patch. Pull the patch off. Pull it back down. Wipe it off. Another patch. Alright. So I've actually already cleaned this gun once today, so I'm not going to run a bunch of oily patches through there. But sometimes you'll need to run 15, 20, maybe even 30 oily patches through it. And when you know you're finished, is the black, you'll stop seeing the black. The patches will come out sort of clean at some point. That's when you're done. And then after you're done, after the oily patches are done, you just put a dry patch on there and run it through once. Back out. Alright, so you're done cleaning the bore. That's all there is to it. Now I usually dab a little bit of oil on the rag and, you know, just wipe the metal parts down a little bit with it. Then take a dry rag, wipe the whole run off, put it away. The oil, you don't want to put much on it because you don't want to get it on the wood, but just a little bit and keep the metal from rusting. Alright, that's all there is to it. Have fun. Take this gun out and shoot it once in a while. Take those boys with you. It's fun. Fun stuff. Plus, it's good for them to know. And always remember the 4 rules of gun safety. Keep the gun pointed in the safe direction at all times. Treat every gun as if it were loaded. Never put your finger inside the trigger guard, anywhere near the finger, anywhere near the trigger, until you're ready to shoot the gun. And know where your bullet's going to land. You may be shooting at plywood, but that gun right there will shoot almost 2 miles. And your little 22 will shoot over a mile. So just want to be sure what's back there before you shoot. Alright? Love you. Love you boys. Have fun.